Malala Yousafzai, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so first we're going to have you listen and react to some reporter questions. Student Reporting Labs has generated these questions out in the field.
Hi, my name is Emily from York Comprehensive High School. My question for you is, when do you think your battle for education for all will finally be won?
So she says, when will your battle for education for all be won? I mean, you have a simple dream. When will that be accomplished?
Well, dreams do come true, and in our history, we have seen that 100 years ago, women did not have the right to vote, but now they're able to vote and they have achieved this right. And long ago, people were struggling for the rights of black people so that they can vote as well, and they are respected in society. And it's getting better every day. And now we see that there were dreams in the past, and now they're becoming a reality. So I'm hopeful that the dreams which I have now, to see every child going to school, to see equal rights for women, I think soon in future, if we continue the struggle, if we work hard, then I'll see those dreams becoming a reality.
Here's Jeff Love of the Phillips Academy.
Malala, why did you continue to speak out for women's education, even though you knew you could be killed?
It's a very good question. So when I was in Swat Valley at that time, there were more than 400 schools destroyed, and women were flogged, girls were not allowed to go to school. And at that time, I had really two options. One was to remain silent and wait to be killed, and then the second was to speak up and then be killed. And I chose the second one because I did not want to face the terrorism forever, and I wanted to come out of that terrible situation, and I wanted to go to school. It was my love for education that encouraged me to continue the campaign. So I think in hard times we need to raise up our voice, otherwise we will have to live in that terrible situation forever.
Okay, I also asked on my Facebook page and on my Twitter feed, and so I'm going to get to some of those questions as well. So several people asked, how can people in the United States from this distance support education in a country like Pakistan effectively?
When it comes to the developing countries, I think you can do advocacy for that. You can ask the responsible people, and now social media can be used for this good purpose. And I know it's good, like sometimes if you put a selfie on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, but it's also good that you use it for the good purpose of raising awareness, for doing advocacy, and of highlighting the issues that children are facing. But as well as if you donate to the organizations and to the foundations who are working on the ground and who need your support, and even if like you give $1, it can really bring a big change in the life of those children who are waiting for someone to help them.
How do you convince, say, a government or an aid agency to say, you know, these 300,000 kids, you need to give them some instruction and education right now, because otherwise you're going to have a lost generation that could come back in a much more horrible way? I mean, they're still in many places in the refugee camps, they're tent cities. They still don't necessarily have steady food or steady shelter or water, right? I mean, how do you convince a family that it's really important to make sure your kids spend some time learning today?
The first thing is that when we do advocacy, and when I do advocacy, I do not speak from my side, but I speak on the behalf of those children, on the behalf of those parents who are suffering so many problems. So when I went to Nigeria for the campaign to make sure and to ask the government that the girls who are kidnapped and who are abducted by Boko Haram, more than 200 girls, that they are released as soon as possible. Before asking the president, I met some parents and I met some girls who escaped from the abduction, and they were crying, and all they were asking was that they want their daughters to come back homes. And the girls, they still do not get any education, no one is supporting them, they do not even get like health facilities. So I asked the president that I'm raising the voices of these people, I'm raising the voice of those parents who want their daughters to come back, I'm raising the voice of those girls who now need support and help. And the president then promised me that he will meet the parents and the girls, and he did right at the next week. And I went on my 17th birthday, so I was really happy that I spent my birthday in a place where there are so many children out of school, 10.5 million children out of school. It's only about the primary level, but I was happy that the parents and the girls' voices were heard. So I had a very nice birthday.
So I know you don't have a cell phone because you don't think that would actually make you more busy and distract you. So what do you do as a teenager? I mean, you're a 17-year-old woman growing up in the UK. When you're not this is your summer break and you're doing
Yes.
press interviews all over the world. Well, how do you relax?
Well, sometimes I play cricket and I play badminton. I also listen to music sometimes, and then I have an iPad. I don't have a phone, but I do have an iPad, and I watch the news. I read some articles to be updated,
Yep.
because it's important for me. And I also fight with my brothers, so that's a good way to be busy.
Okay, Malala Yousafzai, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Nice to talk to you.